Welcome back to CryptosRus. I am George. We're all George. Let's talk about Bitcoin's next breakout, why it's coming, and everything else that's going on in the world of crypto today. We are starting out the day right around $105,000. So that little shakeout, or I like to say distraction, is over. We were at this point 4 days ago. We dipped down to 97. We had, and this is all due to DeepSeek, and we got some more FUD over here and a little more over here. But you know what? We're back. We're back to where we started. So this is why I've been saying dips are gifts. If you have the ability to pick up more sats, more Bitcoin, more whatever with these dips, you'll be rewarded. We're right back to where we were 4 days ago. But the good news is we're not going to just stay here forever. We are getting ready for that next leg up. That next breakout is definitely coming. So let me explain why. First of all, the U.S. market looks mixed. NASDAQ is in the green. This is, of course, after day after the FOMC meeting. Powell was, or Fed Chair Powell, I should say, was, he wasn't bad. If you had to sum it up, he was pretty dovish. He didn't cut the Fed fund rate. He kept it at 4.25% or 4.5%, but he wasn't opposed to more cuts. He wasn't very hawkish about the economy overall. He just said it looked pretty good and we just need to wait a little bit. So, the market should be reacting pretty well to that. So we will see. Right now we are doing pretty good. And you got like a lot of the crypto projects like Exodus that's up like 6% today. And then like Robinhood and MicroStrategy and Coinbase all up 3% right now at market open. So pretty positive. Shows Wall Street is buying crypto right now. And also we got a GDP report this morning for the US. And this is actually a good thing. The GDP in fourth quarter last year grew at 2.3%, which was less than expected. And something like this is actually good because we can't have really good numbers. We want actually a little bit less than expected numbers because this helps push Fed Chair Powell to cut the Fed fund rate more this year. So this isn't bad, but this is actually what we want to see. This is exactly what we want to see. All right, what else is going on? I talked about DeepSeek, right? That's what caused the market to overreact and sell off, which I'll get in a little bit. It's actually a good thing. But a lot of people claim that the outrageous claim of being developed for only $5 million is false, and how it's better than OpenAI is kind of false too. But here's the thing. That's all irrelevant when they don't protect anything. Right after they launched, they got hacked. And basically that hack gave away all the users' records in that data breach. All the users' critical data, internal secrets, everything was leaked. And according to people that looked at the code, the database, it was just not protected at all. Like, it was really, really poorly. So, bottom line is, you just don't want to rush things. You don't want to rush things. Sometimes you could build something really quickly, but then if you don't protect it and then you just lose everything in a data breach, well, what's the point? What's the point? Right? And then I also saw this. That's nothing to do with crypto, but still. OpenAI partners with the U.S. National Laboratories and Scientific Research, Nuclear Weapons Security. You know, every single Terminator movie, the premise is Skynet takes over our nuclear weapons and destroys humanity with it. In fact, it's not just every Terminator movie. Like every single AI movie that has ever come out always involves AI taking over nukes and destroying the world with it. And we're getting closer and closer and closer to that reality. I hope people see that, because we already like created movies about it. Anyways, moving forward. Okay, so why is Bitcoin and the next breakout coming? Well, I mean, let's look at the facts. Let's look at what's happening right now in front of our eyes. Norway's central bank, this is a country's central bank, they revealed they have $500 million in MicroStrategy shares. They don't hold Bitcoin directly. They soon probably will, because the US and everyone else will. But in the meantime, they're already holding $500 million worth of MicroStrategy. And you guys know that's almost the same, right? MicroStrategy is just one company that's holding a whole boatload of Bitcoin. That's pretty much it, right? So again, read the room. The whole world is embracing and buying Bitcoin or Bitcoin-related stocks or Bitcoin-related companies, okay? So that's why when we have dips like this and then people start panicking, just remember when I tell you dips are gifts, because look at what's happening, right? ETFs also, yesterday was a positive day, positive 92 million. We had one big sell-off, but that doesn't negate all the good days before it. And we had a couple small good days, but it will only increase. The ETFs hold 6% of the supply already. 6%. And that will only increase from here on out. So these facts, right, are not going to go away, and they will only increase. Here's another bank, Standard Chartered, one of the biggest banks out of Europe, outlines how Bitcoin can reach $130,000 in the next 2 months. I mean, it makes sense. We've been stuck at 100, 105. We hit a peak of 109, right, for the last month or two. Our next leg up is probably going to bring us to about 120, 130,000. And that breakout is coming. I know, I feel it. We've been stuck here for a while, and usually it tends to happen where we just get stuck at a level, and then all of a sudden we pump up, right? It always happens. But Standard Chartered's reasons include removal of the SAB 121, which allows banks to be more friendly towards crypto and help people custody crypto. And then that DeepSeek shakeout I mentioned, right? It reset a lot of the leverage positions. It kind of clears the way. It definitely liquidated a whole bunch of people both ways. And because of that, you know, we're ready. We're ready to move higher. And of course, with all the buying that's happening behind the scenes, that's definitely helping too. So that next breakout is just around the corner. And those of you guys that stayed in the game and have DCA, congratulations. You're going to get rewarded. And those of you guys that have not, that stayed on the sidelines, well, better get in the game.